Hi my couples, and welcome back to my channel where I share wedding tips with you every week on how to plan your wedding. So this week we have a lot going on. We're going to be talking about menswear apparel. We have a influencer box that came as well. And I also have a big announcement. So stay tuned to the end of the video and let's get rolling. So first things first, are you going to go with a tux or a suit? This is entirely up to you. Sometimes your venue will kind of set the tone. So if you are getting married in a huge venue that, you know, there's marble floors and that kind of stuff, then most likely a tux is the way to go. You want to make sure that your attire is matching your setting. If you're getting married in a barn, however, a tux might not be the way to go, especially if you're not used to formal wear all the time. You want to be comfortable on your wedding. You know, you don't want to have so much restriction. A tux, you know, really you have the tie, you have the cummerbund, you have the shirt with multiple lapels. So it can be a lot. So we did suits for our wedding. And I'm very happy about it. And we bought the suits, so we actually have them, you know, whenever we'd like to break them out, which is not too often. But, you know, we do get to wear them on occasion, which is nice. We are getting a second use out of them. Which leads me to my next thing, renting versus actually purchasing. Again, we purchased, which then gets you multiple uses out of this attire. If you're renting, you're just gonna get a one-time use and then you'll return it. But whatever you decide, make sure you're doing this at least 4 months before the wedding. You wanna go get fitted for your tux or suit and make sure that it's going to actually fit you the day of. You will possibly have to do alterations after you know, you try the suit on. So just make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to accomplish all of that before the wedding, and we're not waiting until last minute, guys. And so it is June, so happy Pride, everyone. And I just want to go back to what I was just talking about for my females who will be wearing men's apparel. Make sure that you're going at least 4 months to 6 months before. You just want to make sure everything's going to fit you properly, and you know, the styling is just spot on for your wedding. So, talking about styling. I always find that a lot of the time people still feel like the groomsmen somehow need to match the bridesmaids, and I find that that's not the case. If you want to, that's awesome. However, this is actually another opportunity for you to be able to tie in another color into your color palette scheme, if you will. So the men can be in a completely different accent color than the women's bridesmaids dresses. Another thing I will recommend for groomsmen, grooms, it is not fun to dance in dress shoes. So after ceremony, my husband and I kicked off our dress shoes and went into some white top Adidas, and that's what we danced in for the rest of the night. Much more comfortable than your dress shoes, dancing in those, especially because most of the time it's the first time you're wearing those. Guys don't really understand the whole breaking in the shoe rule, ladies. But yeah, so it was just quick change in between, you know, the ceremony and the reception, and then we were comfortable for the entire night. So it was pretty awesome. And then we kind of set a trend because a couple of our other friends did it at their wedding too. So that's all I have on menswear. It's not that big of a topic, guys, and it's not that hard. Just make sure you're going at least 4 months before the wedding, making sure that your order is in, that they have your measurements, and that it'll be in before the wedding. All right, we have our influencer box. This time it is Dior. Let's open her up. Comes with a card. Dior Sauvage. It says, Sauvage is a creation inspired by wide open spaces, a composition distinguished by a raw freshness, a fragrance that's powerful and noble. Well, let's see. So also in here, they gave me 2 samples of it as well, sample sizes, and then another one of the Dior Homme. They gave me a bottle of the cologne. cute, just little travel size. She's 10 milliliters, 0.3 fluid ounces. Oh, she's a twist off, she's not a pull. Oh, she's old school. The whole no spray thing. Okay. So I like it, it's nice. It's a little strong, so I would go really light with it. I would do like a dab and then, you know, boom, boom, boom everywhere. I wouldn't do more than one. But yeah, she smells really nice. Not too strong, but it definitely has like it's a men's scent. So again, if you're looking for a new cologne for your wedding, this would be perfect. This is not a paid advertising gig. This is through influencer. Again, I've talked about them before. You go on their platform, they send you stuff, and then you just promote it on your social media and give your review about it. Whether you like it, whether you don't, you can say what you want. And the last thing I am going to talk about, my big announcement. I would ask for a drum roll, but I'm the only one here. Anyways, I am now doing wedding consultations. So you can book me for 1 hour or 2 hour wedding consultations, and you get to spend an hour with me, either in person if you're local or virtually over the internet. But I'll sit down, I'll answer questions that you have about your wedding, and kind of just take you through the planning process, especially if you do not have a wedding planner. And you'll walk away with a planning timeline, and it really just will help you kind of get organized. So if you are interested in that, make sure you DM me. Here's my email address as well. And there will actually be a website up and coming soon. So guys, stay tuned. And if you've noticed, we have some new decor. We have a new banner up above. So guys, 2020, stay tuned because there's a lot happening. All right, TTFN.